Hello and welcome to the latest Bookish Time with Ginny. I actually originally was going to talk about a different book, which I still highly recommend, Anne of Manhattan by Brenna Starler. I adore Anne of Green Gables, and it's a modernization. But I decided it's been almost a week and I can't stop thinking about a book I finished last week. And you may have seen it's Good Morning America's book club pick. The Personal Librarian by Marie Bennett and Victoria Christopher Murphy. Yes, I was drawn to it. You had me at librarian. But it's early 1900s and Belle goes to work as J.P. Morgan's personal librarian, which it's not really your traditional librarian. He was still building his home library. He was a billionaire. So, it was his home library, but, it was bigger than most public libraries. But it wasn't all books. Like, she would get rare books for him. She'd go to auctions and stuff, but she also was collecting art and stuff like that. But the interesting thing about her is she actually went by the name Belle de Costa Green. And she knew J.P. Morgan's nephew. That's how she got recommended for the job when he got serious about his personal collection. And but her real name was actually Belle Marion Greener. She was the daughter of Richard Greener, the first Black graduate of Harvard and a well-known advocate for equality. So she hid, I think, from the time she was 16 on, and it was her whole family except her dad. He actually was so upset at the decision he left. But her whole family were able to pass as white. And this is a historical fiction book, but it is based on a true story. And I can't stop thinking about it, and I instantly looked up to see more about her, because the dialogue and stuff, of course, is fiction, but they were able, there's a book club kit that actually has a timeline written out, but so they were able to take a real event and then flush it out with some fiction. But in I don't know if you can see this. I'm just almost attacked by a ginger cat. I don't know why lately. He just loves jumping on this chair. Oh, he's stealing something off of a bookshelf. That's actually not a cat toy. In case you guys want to see. You see that look he gave me? He's stealing a thing a friend made me. There's plenty of cat toys for you to play with. But, children. He is technically still a kitten. He's 1.5. But, it's just one of those books that brings up things you've never really thought about and that you instantly want to discuss with people, but not everyone's read the book yet because it only came out, a couple weeks ago. Down and back. But, we do have, our copies are in and circulating. And once you read it, please contact me so we can discuss it. And it was actually on, there's a 5-minute thing on Good Morning America on Wednesday, which would be the 14th. You can get on their website and watch it. Because J.P. Morgan's library was eventually open to the public. And I believe it still is open to the public because the Good Morning America segment took place there. But because when you Google, like I did, J.P. Morgan, your results aren't about him. It's about his company that, is still around. And then you do eventually get the human being. But I meant because I had questions about him, because I'd only heard his name until I read this. And see, and that's the thing, that Marie Benedict, most of her books are about I think I've heard them called hidden figures of the past who, I mean, she didn't want to be well known in her life, but all of the books are about people that deserve the spotlight but didn't get it when they were alive. And because the other one, she wrote one, Carnegie's Maid, which, yes, is about a maid that Andrew Carnegie had. But, and then the interesting thing about this is she knew Marie Benedict, as a white woman, couldn't capture everything because she doesn't know what it's like to be a black woman. So she had brought in her co-author, Victoria Christopher Murphy, who had the same, the reverse feeling, she doesn't know what it's like to live as a white woman. And you needed both perspectives, I think, to fully understand Belle. And I mean, the book, 5-star, 10, if 10 was a possibility, it'd be 10-star. And like I said, it's just, I want to discuss it with everyone. And I think people might hesitate because they're not like me and want to read all about library people, but it's so much more than, like I said, she's not a traditional librarian. And just the fact that knowing this is based on something that really happened, and you just finish the book and you're like in awe of her. I mean, I really want everybody to read it. Everyone please don't contact me. I don't want that many emails. But if you know me, contact me and we will discuss this book. And yes, I am holding the Book of the Month copy. And I don't know if you are aware of that company. It's been around since, I think the 20s. But this was actually an add-on. They normally pick 5 actual picks, and then you can add on certain books. But this sold out. You currently cannot buy this from Book of the Month. And so, I mean, that tells you, like I said, it was a Good Morning America pick. And I mean, I think when it was published, there is a big Good Morning America. So you have to settle for either Book of the Month logo or big Good Morning America, which, I mean, like I said, I can't stop thinking about this book. And I couldn't remember what, I knew it was on the East Coast. Couldn't remember if it was Boston or New York City. It is New York City. So I'm like, I want to go to the library. Of course, I'll just be jealous because, as you can see, we're in my home library, which is not nearly as magnificent as JP Morgan's, I bet. We probably don't have one book in common. But I know I would be interested to see if we do, but I highly doubt it. I mean, I do have some classics, but I don't know. I do have a literature degree, but I'm not sure. He had like Gutenberg Bibles and stuff. I don't own a Gutenberg Bible. I have seen one, but I do not own one. But like I said, if you look on the calendar, I was originally, again, you should really pick this up. It is available at the library. If it's checked out, put on hold. Anne of Manhattan. A nice summary read. And hopefully, I've always heard that you were either an Anne of Green Gables kid or you were a Little House on the Prairie. I have to admit, I don't believe I read Little House on the Prairie. I was an Anne of Green Gables girl, thanks to the fact that I had Disney as a child, watched the show or the movies and the Avonlea series, and then I read all the books. So, yes, I own all but one book that Ellen Montgomery wrote. It took years to track them down, and the only one I don't have is because I don't think it's ever been reprinted. It's one of her poetry books. She has more than one, because I do have one of her poetry books. And then, highly recommend The Personal Librarian by Marie Benedict and Victoria Christopher Murray. And I really want to discuss this with people. So, like I said, find my email or come find me at Carnegie. Okay? Until next time. And don't forget, till the end of the month, you can do summer reading. All ages. Just log it on our website or come in and we'll do it for you.